One of my favorite hobbies is photography. So one day, while visiting Virginia for a job I was working at the time, my friend and I decided to go look for some abandoned places to take photographs of since Halloween was just around the corner. So after some driving around and some quick phone research, we find this 1950s era abandoned insane asylum. We couldn't find a way in and all the door entrances were locked, boarded off and guarded by cameras. Finally we found an old busted window that led to what once was the kitchen. After some quick thinking we found an old chair and hopped in. The place was super dark, wet and cold, and as soon as I set foot down I got the chill down my spine as if something was there or somebody or something was watching me. My friend, who was a lot less shaken, wanted to go look around. I started snapping pics of things that were broken or flipped over. My friend walks down a hallway with the words, "All who enter die," written on the wall. I did not follow, but between being spooked and taking the pics I just wasn't ready to take that step yet. It wasn't 30 seconds later my friend comes speeding back in the room looking frightened but trying to keep himself calm and said, "All right. I've seen enough, let's go. Now." I said, "What happened? Did you see something?" He didn't say a word but walked past me and started climbing back out the window we came in. I was close to the hallway and I guess my nature curiosity kicked in, so I leaned over and peeked down the hallway. At the end of the hallway was an empty chair. Something small was in the chair, looked like a ball or something, and the next thing I know it slid off the chair and landed on the floor. I was totally freaked out. I screamed, "Oh hell no," and ran for the window. My friend was waiting on the other side, so I threw him my camera and I leapfrogged out the window, cutting up my hands in the progress but not really caring about it. We ran back to the car, got in and speed away. It wasn't until a few minutes and a few miles later we finally calmed down enough to talk to each other about what happened. I said, "Did you see that ball in the chair? When I looked down the hallway I saw something in that chair and then it fall to the floor." My friend looked at me with shock and disbelief in his eyes and said, "It wasn't a ball." I was walking down the hallway peeking into the empty rooms and it was creepy seeing the flipped over beds and stuff scattered everywhere, but when I got closer to the end of the hallway, what looked like an empty chair, a small doll sitting there. I thought I was spooky, but probably some crackhead put it there, and as soon as I thought that, the doll went from sitting up to laying over. So I ran out of there. I thought I might have overreacted and maybe it was a breeze or something that knocked it over, but once you said it got knocked to the ground I knew it could have been a breeze, and that totally freaked me out. So yeah, I know it doesn't sound very scary, but you had to been there. With the combination of cold and chills and how quiet and secluded it was, just made a perfect condition, so be scared more than I ever have before.